Hey everybody, welcome back to SmashPad Demo Fest. We're checking out a demo for a game that seems like complete nonsense. They put out a new, like a reveal trailer for this. It's just a song about telling you not to play the game. And it's very catchy and all that. It got me to want to play the game, so it failed, obviously. Made by AP Thompson, a developer that has made a few other things, worked on Consume Me from last year. I believe his previous game was called Fortune 499. I could be wrong on the title of that, but I did not play that. But this one had a really nice trailer, and I was like, let me check this out because it seems like it's going to be probably some nonsense here, and we'll check it out and see how that goes. So, yeah, let's hop in and play the game. And as far as I know, this is only going to be on PC for now. Man steps on the stage, taps a microphone. Even before we begin the game, there are a few announcements. Due to unexpected circumstances, the part of the player will be formed by an understudy. Several audible groans and one muffled boo erupt from the audience. There's no need for that. This kid may not be a star yet, but I've seen her rehearse, and I can guarantee that she'll impress you. It's gonna show. Okay. She may not have had time to memorize any of her lines. Well, neither have any of you. Second, we'd like to warn you that this production features a significant amount of obscenity. But before all the parents in the audience being covering their children's ears know this, the stage is enchanted such that the obscenities can only be heard by those with sufficient emotional maturity to handle hearing them. Finally, the writing room would like to issue an apology for failing to complete the script before this performance. They are working on it as I speak, so it is my pleasure to announce that tonight's performance is also a race. Who will win? The writers furiously working to finish the script, or the performers attempting to perform it? I can't answer that question, but I can announce that the race begins now. Hope you enjoy the game. Where should we start? You're walking through the woods. The world around you shattered. Both alarming and inconvenient. Isolated on a lone stretch of ground, you were transfixed as the broken landscape began to arrange itself. Okay. So it wants me to move this. Yeah, this is like a match 3 game that does weird stuff along with that. Trees and hills. Ooh. Dare not move from your position as the ground beneath your feet quivered in anticipation of the shattering further. Pass the time this way for who knows how long. So the court slid into view. First you weren't sure you could trust your eyes. Oh, I see. But there was a great shining structure among the roiling landscape, something stable and enclosed, a shelter. Kept your eyes on it, hoping it would draw close enough that you might peer inside its windows. Kept your eyes on it, hoping it would draw close enough that you might peer inside its windows. I turned down this audio just a smidge. There we go. Oh, okay. Advising that the court appeared able to move freely through the broken landscape, describing lines of 3 as it approached your position. Oh, so I can just move it? As it came near, the shattered landscape just lurched. Little warning, the forest snapped back together as if someone had pulled the knot of reality tight once again. Oh. Except by now it wasn't the forest you knew, it was hardly even a forest. It stretched and began the hike towards the court. Okay. Oh. Later, while the sun hovered low over the horizon, there was a feast within the walls of the court. Okay, we got like a UI now. Waiting attention, you sought out a more isolated part of the hall. Empty table near an exit where no one paid much mind. Sound plan accept. Okay. Overflowing with people, and your table's no exception. You to your right begin engaging in idle conversation. The weather, how you found the meal, the role of the individual in society, how you prefer to make your bed, these sorts of subjects. Okay, inquire about how we came to arrive at the court. Answers my question quite thoroughly while raising many more. He says you conclude your tale. But forgive me, you haven't actually finished your story, have you? But there's a bit more, though you have yet to make sense of it. People within the court were earnest but odd. I attempted to get some answers. Stuck mostly in riddles and nonsense, didn't they? Where you are. Here in front of a blackboard discussing magic. Small cat bathing in the sun atop wall. Try the woman. I would love to tell you where we are, friend, but I haven't even figured out where we aren't. Gesture at a stack of maps on the table behind her. We're not in any of those places. Or at least we weren't. Who knows if that's true now that the tide has come in. Tell you the name of this place. Oh, we just call it the court. Its full name is the Court of, I forget, something like the Court of Aluminium. But it starts with a T. Tungsten? I don't know, maybe. I'm new here and I'm bad with names. Just I can give you mine, I'm Robin. Okay. Try to sort this out before the tide settles again. Are you seriously going to tell me about every individual conversation you had in excruciating detail? I mean, I can? Yeah, sure, because if he lets you proceed uninterrupted, you'll learn that many of these people played a part in what happened next. Fine. Check out this couple. Seminar of Magic. So, okay, first you take a metaphor and then you stretch it really thin, right? Like really thin. So then you forget its original purpose, then you inflate it, right? Just inflate the metaphor. I prefer to use my lungs for that. Then as it's inflating, you twist it like, hang on, like so. Still following? I think so. And hold on. Ta-da, there. That resembles a dog. A light for children and such. Ah, okay, so what happened to the metaphor? A lovely little balloon dog now. See. Okay, so we just left him. Let's go check out the cat. Why not? That a small cat. Meow. Your questions are numerous, but inconsequential, for they miss the current crisis. Rawr. What crisis? Why the crisis wherein my dinner is late? Meow. It's so late, in fact, that I'm not certain the concept of dinner is something I invented in a fugue of hunger. Oh. All other societal issues are mere trivialities in comparison to my plight. Please, stranger, might you fill my bowl, thus ending this ravenous standoff? One behind you laughed. Oh, don't listen to him. He's been fed twice today already. Okay, well. We'll talk to the man. Said the man, whoa, pal, before you ask me any more questions, you gotta know my deal. My deal is that I can only answer questions you haven't asked. So as to where we are, no can do. Sorry, can't tell you. But what are we doing? Oh man, we're a court of fairies on a quest to find our missing queen. So let me know if you see her. Just don't ask me where she is. I guess we go outside. There was something you could see from this vantage that would shed more light on your situation. The rest of the shattered landscape had now melted away. Oh. We're in a void. Oh, jeez. New topography was familiar to you. You could identify fields, water, woods, and hills. Something else to be seen, a menacing group of other courts. Also part of the landscape. We're not alone in noticing these towers. Someone shouted, the war is here. That can't be. Puck said no wars until we find the queen. Perhaps you should explain that to them. And bereft an obvious course of action, the people of court began to pray. I generally wish no harm upon our enemy. I merely pray that they would fade into obscurity. That's the first prayer. Okay. A woman named Robin offered the next prayer. My notes are quite clear on this. Prayer does not work. Fearing the courts. Soldiers cannot cross water. Try to take shelter behind a moat until the tide comes in. Okay. I can also do... It protects us from nearly half of the field. Must slow their advance, so for my next prayer... Prayer belonged to the cat. As long as we are making demands of God, then my wish, as ever, is to be fed. Hey. Probably didn't notice, but something just happened over here. At matching fields, the court has just acquired more food. Okay. Those fairies in the court will tell you this. Their religion forbids them from acknowledging existence of the user interface. So I have the option on to get the fancy text stuff going on. And there is an option to turn that off if you need to. I am a secular tooltip. I fear no God. I will do my best to provide you with this vital information. You're welcome. Yeah, I'll show it to you right now. Part of the accessibility is other font options as well for high-res and hyper-legible fonts. I have the reduced shaking, but animate text is on. There's the FPS counter, which, as you can see, is running just fine. As well as controller things you can mess with if you need to. On the loss of the moat, and we faced even more of the enemy than before. What must I bother? Blackboard now chimed in. We've identified the most strategically sound location. You'll be fine. Stop. Look at the clock. It's almost low tide. We have time left for only one more move. Uh-oh. In fact, this unassuming progress bar at the edge of your vision. Okay. Every move you make will deplete some of your remaining time. Might as well pray for a miracle. Well, that's a start. Previous move, chain multiple matches together. Because of this, you have earned some bonus time. The next prayer would be the last one. Incidentally, the next prayer also belonged to you. A pointless decision. Let's see. Board snap to attention. Places, everyone. Windows were shuttered, doors were slammed, large swaths of people emerged from further inside and formed a line near the gates. We could use some help in the dressing room if you have a free hand. Music's really nice. Let's see, hop and skip. Sorted through a large pile of costumes, props, and weapons. Okay. Funnel farmer's apparel to the first person in line. So he's marched out the front gates. Another farmer. Okay. I haven't received any training, so I'm just playing to hit anything that doesn't belong to us. There's no chance of survival somewhere near abysmal, but I'm afraid it's the best we can do. Let's pass you one more time. The undo button. Many times you wish before starting the battle. However, the official editorial position of the tooltip is that you're liable to lose no matter how many times you change your mind presently. Play button to proceed to the battle. Okay. Okay, press R1. Okay. Sure. Oh boy. That is bad. Okay. Alright, what's up here? And then, sometime later, as the sun hovered over the horizon, east within the walls of the court. Like I saw our court, caught off guard by a sudden war, stumbled behind enemy lines. Made a token attempt at resistance, was summarily toppled. Did I have that right? But I'm certainly glad I slept through that. Ha. No, sorry, makes a little sense now that you think of it. How did you... Don't worry about it. If our court couldn't withstand physical destruction, we wouldn't last 5 minutes within the pull of the tide. As you've narrowly avoided learning, this place is called Titanium Court. I'll have the honor of being a steward of the court. My name is Puck, although my lovers and enemies call me Goodfellow. Chief advisor and friend eternal to our fair queen. Fancy as that sound, in practice it means he's unemployed. One of the scholars, the man named Hop, has approached your table. He pulls a seat between the two of you and assumes a jovial posture. Yes, the queen stood us up, a good fellow. Lucky for her, I'd say. I'd skip town too if I knew what a sorry showing the court would make. On the plus side, we can continue draining her wine cellar. Now, are you going to help me with that, good fellow, or are you just going to stare at me? I don't mind either way. What fools these? How drunk are you, Hop? The queen is right here. I've been speaking to her for the entire feast. Oh. Hop blinks, looks at you, looks at Puck, turns bright red. Oh, huh? I see it now. That calls for Her Majesty's finest vintage. I'll be right back. Okay. There's no use denying it now, not after the tale you told me. If you like more proof, take a look at where you're seated. Now, if I may conclude my introductions, let me introduce the court to your majesty and likewise. This is the guy with like the red shoes up in the top part there. Long absent, the Queen of Titanium Court, always a stranger, has arrived. And about time too, good fellow. Did you hear about the war yet? Place beloved only of clowns and criminals. Then just a short while after the feast, the court returns to war. Oh good. You're in charge of the war now, your majesty. Should be fine, just remember everything we've taught you about magical warfare. Clicking slowly, remind them that this exact moment, they have taught you roughly nothing about magical warfare. Alright, so yeah, I guess we have to figure this out. Ah, good. She remembers quite clearly. Okay. Oh, what's down here? I don't know what any of this means. Nope, I don't. Select your available units. Okay, we are here. Guess we should figure out some things. Let's see. Take those guys out. Alright, let's see where I got some matches. And we got that timer. I can also move myself if I need to. That looks pretty good. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
All of that. Okay. Sure, let's see how this goes. What? Baseball. Okay. I like these images of our victories, I guess. Yeah, sunk that shot. Alright, we did pretty well. Well, well. We now achieved some kind of victory in war. You wonder if someone in the court might help you return home. It'd be our pleasure if you can show us the way. Also, that was only one battle. There are many more to come if my notes are to be trusted. Okay, it's just a map. There appears to be some sort of signage just ahead. Great. And reach those signs, you'll learn more about where you actually are, along with how to get home. To reach them, we need to merely be swept forward by the tide, as we have been all along. Yeah. That's good. Let's see. Alright. Time we got here, let's see. Let's see. What is this? Alright, yeah. So I wonder if this has a little bit of, what is it, I have to check something. It might go quiet for a moment. What am I looking for? Game that begins with, W or something, I forget. I can't find the game. Oh well, apologies. There's a game that's kind of where you're letting the stuff kind of go around, your character kind of go around doing their thing for a while. So whenever you want to pull it out. Let's see, one final move, I guess. That? Quite curious about what you might find inside the storage unit, but it's locked. Oh, great. Okay. I guess it'll be good. We'll see. What? That's pretty funny. Oh, golf. Golf, sure. Yep, why not? Oh, smash guitar. Yeah, get that storage. Basketball. Hurdling. Oh, ref called it. Yeah, this is nonsense. At least we don't get what's in there. Okay. Let's see. Seems pretty good. Jack-o'-lantern for something? What's... Plant possessing a friendly false face. Oh. Enemies. Alright. Let's try that. Just let a bunch of guys out here. I think we'll wrap it up after this one. Baseball. Makes sense. Oh. I had too many hills. Menacing birdcage suddenly appeared in front of the court. I have notes on this foe. Let me know if you'd like to see them. Do I? Okay, I was about to say what the heck was going on there. There's a chest resting on that patch of land. Remains in sight until low tide. Okay. Here we go. I need to get rid of some of this stuff here. Okay, 2 treasure chests. Oh no, I wanted to get rid of the hills. Let's see. Oh god. No. Whew. Barely survived. Taking a spyglass to the top of the wall. Just see if sign. Did it. Oh, man. Oh, I know this one. This is Memento Mori. I hear they're popular among mortals. This one is quite simple, perhaps even unrefined. It says dead end, so any mortal who reads it can remember exactly what awaits. Oh, what awaits them at the end. Oh, in case they forgot? Precisely. Okay, well, where you're from, this sign generally means you cannot proceed any further. As you say, just a gasp. Majesty is right. The court is not facing forward. We've been letting the tide carry us backwards ever since the feast. Okay. Can't respond to this question by falling asleep on your lap. Feast is right. A good night's sleep should return the court to its default state. Okay. Well, you feel your maximum level of comfort increase to 1. I don't know what that means. Bed is strange, not just because it's not your usual bed, but because it's also not the bed you fell asleep in. The room within the court might be the queen's, so you parted with him at the first room you found that wasn't already occupied. Okay. Wake. The bed you awaken is queen size and contained within a spacious chamber that opens upon a buck. Onto a buck. Alright. I think that's where we're going to do it. Menu. Alright, great. Save for us. That is Titanium Court. The Steam page just says coming soon, so could be out any point in the next few months or so. But yeah, this demo really interesting and enough nonsense to help me get into it. So yeah, it's Titanium Court by AP Thompson, as you can see here. But yeah, thank you all. Hope you got have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you next time. Check out more of our videos. So have a good one.